So I am always telling entrepreneurs that they need to figure out one social media platform to focus on and figure out how to have a breakthrough on it. You cannot be everywhere all the time. It's a recipe for disaster. But then so many people are like, well, how do I figure out what social media platform I'm going to be on? If that is how you feel, then definitely stay tuned for this video, because I'm going to share 3 things with you that are going to help you to know which platform you need to focus on yourself. Hey, it's Carrie here, founder of the Female Entrepreneur Association and author of the international best-selling book, She Means Business. And I am excited to share with you some key things that will help you to figure out which social media platform you should be focusing on. I always say you need to be focused on one platform. You know, even though we had this overwhelming feeling to be everywhere on every single platform all the time, it is a strategy for disaster. What you really need to do, which may feel counterintuitive, is to strip it back and focus on one platform. But then the question is, well, Carrie, what platform do I actually focus on? It's a great question, and I have some key things I'm going to be sharing with you that will hopefully help you to answer that question. So the first thing is this: know your audience. So you really need to figure out who your audience are and get clarity around this, and then ask yourself, where would my audience hang out? Which platform would they be most likely to be hanging out on? So when you're thinking about identifying your audience, you want to think about really who they are. So let's start with basics: age, gender, what they do. Think about what your business is about and the desires and the challenges and frustrations that your audience might have that you're going to help them to solve. And think about where they might go to get them solved. For example, if you are an interior designer, then 2 really powerful platforms for you to be using are Instagram and Pinterest, because they're incredibly visual platforms. So it whittles it down, because yeah, Facebook could work, but Facebook is nowhere near as visual. Where do you go if you're looking for inspiration for decorating your house? I know I go on Pinterest. So it's just thinking through in a common sense way where your audience might be hanging out. And maybe it's not going to be as cut and dry for you as it is for, say, an interior designer. But the more you really dig into who your audience are, like I said, everything about them that you can think of about who they are, and think about where they would hang out, is going to help to give you clarity around what platform you should be focusing on in terms of being able to get your business out there and have a breakthrough with it. So step number 1, really think through who your audience are, and then think, where would these people be hanging out online in terms of, like, yeah, because, okay, let me clarify. Everyone's hanging out on probably all different platforms. You're probably on Pinterest, you're probably on Instagram, you're probably on Facebook too, but for different reasons. So you have to bring this back to the purpose of your business and how you are helping people. And so you need to find a platform where you can meet them where they are at in a way that they'll want to work with you. Like I said with interior design, that person's probably got a Facebook account too, but they don't go on Facebook to look for interior design, they go on Pinterest to look for interior design. The second thing is, you better make sure that you actually like hanging out on that platform. For example, if you're like, okay, I'm going to focus on Twitter, but you can't stand Twitter and you hate using it and you think it's stupid, then do not use it. It's not worth it, because you've got to put so much time, energy and effort into making this platform work for you. You have to like it, you have to enjoy being on it, and you have to want to figure it out. If you don't, then it's going to be such a struggle to make it work. So ask yourself, does this feel good for me? Do I want to spend hours of my time figuring out how to make this platform work for me? If the answer is no, then pick something else that might work instead for you, because yeah, you're going to spend a lot of time on that platform. Okay, so my third tip for you on this is, well, it actually relates to a question I get asked all the time, but how do I know I've picked the right platform? You don't know if you've picked the right platform. That's the reality. No, we don't have a crystal ball so we can go into the future and figure out, is this the right platform for me? When I started the Female Entrepreneur Association, I picked Facebook because I felt like that was a platform where I could find female entrepreneurs and help them, meet them where they were at, so they were going to be interested in what it was that what I was sharing. Did I know it was going to work out? No, but here is the thing. You have to remember that the chances are there's someone else out there doing something similar to what you're doing who's managed to set up a successful social media presence on the platform that you want to use. So let's say you're an artist. You know that other artists have successfully set up Instagram channels and are doing incredibly well through using Instagram to promote their business and push it out there. So if they've done it, you know you can 100% do it too. It's not a question of if you can do it, it's a question of, are you actually going to do it? And that's what it comes down to. You can make any platform work for you, whether it's Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is, you can make it work for you. It's just about putting in the work and the effort to actually make it work. So you have to be doing things every single day to learn how to figure it out, to be posting out the right things, to understand how am I going to take my content that aligns with my business and make it resonate with my audience in a way that adds value and serves them and makes them want to become a fan or a follower or a subscriber and find out more about my business and ultimately buy from me. It's on you to figure that out, and it's different for every single one of us, and it's about experimenting to figure it out until it works and it slots into place. But if you experiment and you test and you do it every single day and you try every day to grow and grow and grow, you will grow. You can't not grow. So you just have to stick at it. Once you've picked the platform, stick at it. And the first few months or so might be painful. And you might be like, this is really disheartening. It's moving at a snail's pace. Why can't it move faster? But you've got to stick at it, because everyone starting at the beginning feels that way, and it takes time. And for some people, it takes longer than others. So you stick at it and know with absolute certainty that you can 100% make that platform work for you and have a breakthrough and drive so much traffic, so much engagement, so much excitement to your business using that platform. But you've just got to experiment and figure out and stick with it. So those are 3 things that you can try doing to help you to identify the social media platform to use and to help you to realize that you can do this. So get clarity around what platform you are going to be focused on and go at it full force and put all of your energy into growing that channel so that you can drive traffic, get more subscribers, more fans, and ultimately more customers for your business. If you want more help and support with this, then definitely download the free worksheet that goes along with this video. The link is below, and I will see you next week for another episode of She Means Business.
And then how do you measure the success, or how do you know that platform?
Okay.